Yo, what's good, YouTube? Zamcrow here, aka Scoot, back with a replay from a tournament on Miiverse that we're having here to say what's up to Sun and Moon or whatever. It's a best of 3 tournament with a winners bracket and a losers bracket. So if we were to lose, we could fight our way back into the winners bracket by winning in the losers bracket. Anyways, basically this is game 1 of round 1, and we're taking on Alan, aka All123, or Al123, I guess, since All would be short for Alan, so Al would sound better. Whatever. Anyways, he brings a pretty interesting team, and I bring a team that Gypsy King passed me. So, pretty fun squad here. We're just going to go ahead and hop into the replay here. I lead Greninja because it is protein, and I match up well against pretty much everything, unless this thing is like got a little bulk investment and is Zard Y. But if it's Zard X, then I'm still comfortably clicking Ice Beam or Hydro. But he is Zard Y, and he's going to take this Ice Beam decently well. It does over half, so I'm okay with that. And he can just click Fire Blast here, but he actually goes for the Solar Beam, which still knocks me out. So unfortunate there, because Greninja put in a lot of work. But I can go hard into Metagross here and just click, I think, Zen Headbutt, because it obviously resists Mash, and like I didn't have another. I could have went into Nihilego and clicked Power Gem, but here's a Garchomp. So I'd much rather go into Metagross and just be bulkier for when I come in on the Lele. And if I have to come in on something else, I am a little bit bulkier here. But yeah, I can hard switch out here, go into Magearna, and then just Volt Switch. Hoping that I'm like a slower Volt Switch here. And I forget the sun's up and actually take a lot from Flamethrower. But just going to Volt Switch out here. Or, yeah. I thought I might have made a prediction there, but there was no need. He's going to actually double out here into Zapdos, which is an okay play, as I predicted him to set up his rocks or predict me to play, or predict me to switch. And I actually go for the Flare Cannon here, as he does go into Zapdos and takes a hefty chunk of damage. He's going to be able to roost it off, and I'm just going to Volt Switch out, I believe. And so I made the play, but it didn't really work out for me because it did go into Zapdos. Here I go into Stone, my Nihilego, and I can click Power Gem or Hidden Power Ice. And I choose to go for the Hidden Power Ice and try to catch him on the switch there. And he's going to double back out into Celesteela after catching his Garchomp with the Hidden Power Ice. So trying to make some plays to get back into it after I lost Grin. Don't really have a switch in the Zard Y though, besides Nihilego, and didn't want to get that thing weakened because it is like a late game win condition if I can weaken everything and break the Mimikyu's disguise. So I'm going to opt to set up my rocks here as he Leech Seeds me and then hits me up with the Flamethrower. And now I'm just going to hard switch out into Magearna again as he goes for the Heavy Slam. It's a 3-hit KO from that range, but I'm going to go for Flash Cannon, predicting the Garchomp to come in, but he actually just throws up his Leech Seeds. I couldn't knock him out in one hit anyway, so I guess it was a fine play. I'm going to Volt Switch out, and it does quite a bit of damage. So I'm going to go back into Metagross, predicting the Heavy Slam. I know he's got Flamethrower, but I don't really mind. And he's going to click Protect here. So Celesteela is very annoying and had a really solid matchup versus my team, especially after Grin goes down. I do pack Hidden Power Fire on Grin, but it's just it's like maybe a 2-hit KO. Celesteela is really bulky. So I go into Nihilego here. I do pack the Thunderbolt on this thing. Still don't think it's an Oko though. It's like Thunder. Yeah, Thunder, not Thunderbolt. It does a lot of damage, but it doesn't kill, I don't think. And I'm going to predict him to go into Garchomp here, as he actually stays in and goes for the Heavy Slam, which is a fine play still, because I couldn't OHKO it, and Heavy Slam most likely OHKO'd me. And here I'm just going to try to get some chip damage off on Celesteela, hoping he doesn't go for the Leech Seed, which he didn't that turn. And he can likely go for a Protect here or a Leech Seed again, but he's opting to go for the Heavy Slam. And I'm okay with that because I'm whittling him down. I don't think he's playing the mid game that well here, since Celesteela is actually a big annoyance to my team, and I actually missed the mash there, and that's so unfortunate because I was getting so close to being able to whittle that thing down really, really well. I'm gonna hard switch into Magearna here and try to volt out, as he can protect here or whatever he wants to do, but I am gonna volt out, and then I can sack this thing afterwards. Get another Intimidate off, so Heavy Slam's going to be doing less and less. And I have the Rocky Helmet, so he takes a little bit of extra chip there, which is really good for me. I think I'm just going to U-turn out. I think I do U-turn out here as he goes into Chomp. No, I just click Stone Edge. Not sure why I would do that. I guess to make sure that the Celesteela drops. But here he goes into the Mimikyu, and I'm just going to click Earthquake. I don't want it to be able to set up much on me. And he's at +2, and I can sack off my Magearna here. And then come back in with Landorus and get the Intimidate off. Okay, so now we got the Intimidate off. He's only at +1 now. Can go for the Earthquake here, weaken him a little bit more, and he actually goes for the Never Ending Nightmare, which I don't agree with because he could have saved that for something else, as any move he wanted to go for there would knock me out. He goes for the Shadow Sneak, and I go for the Sludge Wave, and it doesn't knock him out. Sack off my Metagross because I don't want to lose my Nihilego here. I can go into Bulu here, weaken this thing, or potentially take it out. That's what I really want to do, is knock it out, because at this point, if I can weaken the Celesteela, I can sweep with if I can get the Celesteela out of there, I can sweep with Sludge Wave, but he actually goes into Lele here. So at this point, I thought the match was over, because Lele lives a Power Gem, but he's actually going to sack off his Celesteela, and now Lele doesn't live a Power Gem. So it's actually, he choked the game away, and it's going to give us the 1-0 victory here. I believe Nihilego just cleans up at this point. And depending on Lele's bulk investment, it could have maybe lived a +1 Power Gem. But yeah, it doesn't, especially after 2, it doesn't live. Most definitely his play was to stay in with Lele and to take the Power Gem. I don't know if he predicted the Sludge Wave, but I couldn't lock myself into that because he had Celesteela. But yeah, that's going to be game 1, and we'll be right back with game 2. Alright, so here we are for game 2 of round 1 of this Sun and Moon tournament. We're taking on Al once again, or Al. Probably Al, since his name is Alan, like I said in the first part. Yeah, this is game 2. Like I said, best of 3 series, and we're going to bring a fun team that I whipped up a while back when Sun and Moon basically just started or whatever. Well, I wouldn't say just started. I whipped this up in, like, I don't know, January or something. But yeah, it's a pretty fun team, and looks like Alan brings a pretty fun team as well. It's got the Alakazam, which is always a threat. Anyways, we'll hop into the battle here. We won't waste any time. He leads Feeny, I lead Zapdos. I have a couple options I could do here, but it's pretty obvious he's going to switch into his Marowak, so I'm going to capitalize on that. Go into my Landorus and get my Stealth Rocks up, and then I can fire off a Hidden Power Ice as he goes for the Rock Polish. Get a critical hit, which kind of matters because I mean, he wasn't going to do any damage to me, so I would have 2-hit KO'd anyway. The only difference would be he would have a little bit of damage on Landorus. But here I go into my Assault Vest Metagross. Go for the Pursuit. He doesn't switch out. Go for the Pursuit again because he can't 3-hit KO me. I mean, he can 3-hit KO me, but it takes a 3-hit KO. Can eliminate 2 huge threats at the very beginning here. He brings in Greninja, and I'm just going to go into my Feeney. Going to play it safe here. Don't want to give anything away yet. And now I really debated about hard switching into my Landers again as he goes out into Marowak, but he actually goes into McGarren, but he actually goes into Feeney, so made an okay play here. He can't defog, so I can hard switch into Zapdos. He misses a Nature's Madness, but that doesn't really matter because I could roost it off. Just going to go for a Volt Switch here since he might predict my Landers to come back in. Can psych off my Metagross, but it actually goes for the Nature's Madness again, which is pretty interesting because it didn't kill. It did 1%. I go for the Mash there. Missed it, but no big deal. He can go for the Moonblast here and pick me off. And now I can go into Zapdos again. Can Volt Switch probably. Potentially just throw off a Toxic. Yeah, that's what I did. Catch the Marowak on the switch and then go back into Landers, Intimidate it. And then he actually makes a nice double and goes into Greninja. But I have Tapu Fini, so it doesn't really matter. Like, he can't, there's not a series of plays he can make that I don't have a switch in for. So I'm going to go back into my Zapdos here as he brings out McGarren. So I actually have to Volt Switch right back out. Can go into Excadrill here and just start clicking Earthquake because everything's 2-hit KO'd or OHKO'd. Feeney drops to 2, Greninja drops, Marowak drops, and McGarren drops, so he didn't really have a play there. And now he has to go into Greninja, and I'm going to go right back in the top of Feeney. No sense in risking it yet. And I just keep playing this game with him, so I can go back into my Landers here or I can attack, but I really need Feeney to keep Greninja at bay. So he goes for the Shadow Bone, gets a critical hit, so still not doing that much damage. Like I said, on my rocks here since I am faster. He goes for the Flare Blitz, takes Rocky Helmet and Recoil, and gets toxic damage off a little bit there too, so I'm going to be able to pick him off there. Don't want Battle Bond yet, so I'm actually going to hard switch back into my Feeney once again, and at this point I think I'm just going to click an attack because I don't want him, click Scald because I don't want him to I didn't want to double and lose my Feeney, basically. I'm going to hard switch into Landers here, and she gets the special attack boost from the Soul Heart ability. I'm going to go into Charizard here, click Flare Blitz. I couldn't really risk Flare Cannon missing, so he actually goes into Greninja afterwards, and he's going to be OHKO'd by the Dragon Claw after he misses the Hydro Pump. I don't think Hydro Pump killed from that range unless he was Battle Bond, so I don't really think that mattered. But yeah, that's going to be the game, and we're going to take that one. And that's going to be the best of 3 series right there. So we beat Alan 2-0, and we will move on to the next round of the game. So that being said, that's that. So I'll catch you guys in round 2.